Okay, so just kind of, breathing, moving, just in the same way that we do when we sit down to start a class. Just kind of move around a little bit, start to feel the body. So just anything here for a few moments, anything that feels nice, just kind of freestyle. Okay, now let's go ahead and take the stance apart about hips distance or wider if you want to, and then bend the knees, and then let's round the back. So round the back, bring the forearms together, and then tuck the tailbone around the neck. And then as you inhale, let's open up. So spread the arms, spread the chest, and arch the back. So stick the butt out a little bit. And as you exhale, round the back. Tuck the tailbone, look to the navel. And as you inhale, arch the back. Nice. And for me, it feels nice to keep the knees bent a little bit throughout the exercise. And then exhale, round the back. And then just keep going for a few rounds. I'm at your own pace. So kind of like a standing cat-cow. And maybe closing the eyes. And then after the first few, feeling like a nice kind of stretch on the muscles. Maybe start to go a little bit more internally. Focus a little bit more on the breath. And then sense the spinal cord. So when you inhale, the front side of the spine is opening. And when you exhale, the back side of the spine is opening. So just sensing the movement being created in the spine. And that's one of the primary objectives of this asana, is to help to lengthen the spine, space out the spine, and just keep the spine really fully functional. Alright, good. And try one more exhale. And then just release and come back to standing up. Alright. And then let's inhale and reach the arms up. Alright, we'll go nice and slow. Alright, tuck the chin and touch the palms together, stretch up. And as you exhale, take the arms down the same way, so out and down. And again, nice and slow. So try and go for a count of 6. Alright, so inhale, arms up. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold for a moment, tuck the chin, touch the palms, stretch up. And as you exhale, lower the arms. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax the shoulders. A few more. Inhale, arms up. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Touch and reach. And exhale. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, cool. And I'll try 2 more with your own mental count. Okay, nice. And just bring in a little bit more focus to the activity by counting the breath. And really letting the breath guide the movement. Alright, good. And then once you finish, shake it out. I'm a big fan of shaking it out. Okay, and let's bring the feet together. And let's have the arms by the side. And then as you inhale, let's raise the arms up and then lift the heels off the floor. And I'll come to standing way high up on the tiptoes, reaching up. Maybe tuck the tailbone. Good, so the core is engaged. And then as you exhale, lower down the arms and lower down the heels. Just float down, soften the shoulders, and everything lands back at the starting point as the breath finishes. And then inhale, arms up, heels up. And as you exhale, arms down and heels down. Make a nice job. It's a little harder than it looks. Let's try 4 more. So I'll count 6 here. Inhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stretch up. And exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, I'll count 1 more. Inhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stretch up. And exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, now try the last 2 with your own count. Good, nice job. Just really feeling how in touch you are with your breath. We have a better connection with the breath. We have a much better connection with the body. We can do a lot more with the body. Okay, nice job. And then once you finish, go ahead and definitely shake that out. Shake out the feet and the calves. Alright, and let's come to the top of the mat, mountain pose. And as you inhale, reach the arms out and up. Right, press down through the feet, stretch up through the hands. And as you exhale, fold forward. Hands down, relax the head. And then as you inhale, come to a flat back, right, knees bent a little bit. And as you exhale, fold, right, unravel all the way to the neck. And then as you inhale, lead with the arms, come all the way up to standing. Source your strength through the feet and the legs. And as you exhale, hands through prayer. Good. Hands down by the side. And then inhale, take the arms up. And as you exhale, hands through prayer and fold. Right, hands down, relax the neck. And inhale to a flat back. And exhale, fold. Really nicely following your breath. And then inhale, lead with the arms flat back, come all the way up. Really strong legs. And as you exhale, hands through prayer, mountain pose. Good, hands up by the side, and then inhale, arms up. All right, last one. Maybe look up, maybe arch the back. And as you exhale, hands through prayer, down to the floor. All right, shake the neck out. And inhale to a flat back. And as you exhale, let's step back to down dog. All right, nice job. So hold down dog for a few breaths. All right, so anything that feels nice, that feels interesting. Sometimes, it's in the legs, bending the knees, moving the hips. Sometimes it's in the feet, right? Coming onto the tiptoes and then pressing the heels down. Sometimes it's in the shoulders, doing some shoulder rolls. Right? Whatever feels good and interesting to you. So try and keep it interesting. If nothing else, if life is interesting, then I think life will be pretty good. Okay, let's take 2 more deep breaths, maybe in some stillness. There you go, good. Relax the neck, soften the face. Alright, then with your next inhale, let's come forward to plank pose. Alright, so nice big breath in. Try and puff up the upper back. And as you exhale, lower all the way down to your belly. Knees can lower down too. And then once you're there, untuck the toes. And then inhale, just lift the chest off the floor a little bit, cobra. Ground the legs in the pelvis. And as you exhale, lower down and tap the forehead. Alright, cool. Elbows in, and then inhale, lift up to a cobra, and lift the hands off the floor too. Alright, lengthen the back of the neck. And as you exhale, lower down, tap the forehead. Good. Inhale, lift up to a cobra. Good. Hover the hands too. And let's hold this for a few breaths. Alright, cool. So pull the elbows in and see if you can feel the elbows and the crown of the head reaching in opposite directions. So really lengthening the neck and then ground the tops of the feet. Press the pelvis into the floor. Keep breathing. Alright, cool. And then from here, just reach the arms straight out to the side like a T. And then reach through the toes and then raise the legs off the floor. Okay, nice. So keep breathing. Really use your breath. And then don't worry about coming up super high, right? Just lifting up a little bit so all the muscles on the backside are stimulated. And then see if you can just make your body super long in 5 directions. Right, out through the arms, out through the legs, and then out through the crown of your head. There you go, nice job. And then if it feels good, raise everything up a little bit higher, especially the arms. Take a nice big breath in. And as you exhale, hands back to cobra. Rest the legs down to the floor. And then as you inhale, let's come up to a full-blown cobra, as high as you want to. Big breath. And as you exhale, lower down. And let's go back through child's pose. Okay, child's pose, 2 breaths. So make them some good breaths. Take a nice breath into the belly, into the lower back. All right, and then when you're ready, let's come back to downward dog. All right, nice job. So really ground the hands. All right, spread the fingers. Good. Strengthen the shoulders. Nice. And we'll take 3 deep breaths here. Very good. See if you can make the space between the breath just really smooth. Okay, with your next breath in, push into the palms, lift up through the hips. And as you exhale, bend the knees, and then walk or step up to your hands. And inhale, come to a flat back. And exhale, fold. Okay, good. Now from here, let's spread the feet apart about hips distance. And put a nice bend in the knees. And let's just hang for a few breaths. Alright, so really soften the neck. If you feel like it, you can sway, you can bounce. If you want, you can take the fingers around the elbows. There you go, good. And then as you breathe, just really let the whole head relax. So feel the whole weight of the head. All right, let the weight of the head stretch out all the back muscles. All right, lengthen the spine. There you go, nice. And if you relax your face enough, you can feel gravity giving you a smile. All right, one more breath. Good. And in the center, release the arms, bend the knees, push into the feet. And as you inhale, round the back all the way up. And then arms up. All right, stretch back. And as you exhale, hands through prayer, all the way down to the floor. And fold. Good. Inhale to a flat back. And as you exhale, let's step back to down dog. All right, just one exhale here. And then as you inhale, come forward to plank pose. Way up on the tippy toes, press the earth away. And as you exhale, lower all the way down to your belly. Right, strength, in control. And then inhale, lift up to a cobra. Right, elbows in, shoulders down. And as you exhale, lower down. And back through child's pose. And then up to down dog when you're ready. There you go, nice job. Just staying with your breath. If nothing else, if you just stay with your breath throughout the whole class, huge success. Alright, cool. From here, let's walk the hands back to the feet. We'll come into a forward fold at the back of the mat. Alright, so feet apart about hips distance. And let's put a nice bend in the knees. And then let's interlace the hands behind the back. Okay, so here, try and bend your knees a lot so your ribs are in contact with your thighs. Alright, so chest and thighs are in contact. Alright, so that kind of like a chair forward fold. Alright, cool. And then just press your chest in between your thighs. Nice. And then kind of move your forehead in between your legs. And then just let that start to move your hands up and over. You're gonna press the chest down, and then maybe lift the hips up if you can. Good, but don't peel away your chest and your thighs. Right, keep that connection. All right, cool. And then from here, go ahead and bend the knees, release the arms, and we'll come up to chair pose with the feet apart. All right, cool. So keep breathing. All right, strong legs. Good. Inhale, lift the chest. And then as you exhale, just bring the chest halfway down. Right, interlace the hands behind the back. Press the chest into your thighs. And then raise the hands up. Maybe lift the hips up. There you go, nice. Move the head in the space between the legs. Take a breath. Alright, nice. And then from here, bend the knees again. Look straight down. Reach the arms forward. And then upper body up. Chair pose. Good. Probably feeling it in the legs by now. Take a breath. Alright, cool. And then chest halfway down. Interlace the hands behind the back. Press the chest in between your legs. Fold the head. And then raise the arms. Raise the hips. One breath. Alright, cool. And then here, go ahead and release the hands. And let's walk forward to down dog. Alright, in down dog, take a nice big breath in, lift up through the hips. And as you exhale, bend the knees, and then walk or step up to your hands. And inhale to a flat back. Exhale, fold. Good. Inhale, lead with the arms, come all the way up to standing. Maybe look up, maybe stretch back. And as you exhale, fold forward. And relax the neck. And then inhale, come to a flat back. And as you exhale, fold. And now from here, let's step the feet together. And then try to bend your knees just a little bit, so your hands can definitely support you. And then shift the weight into the left foot, and then just start to lift the right leg back and up. Alright, cool. So here also, try and keep your belly and your thigh connected. Right, belly and left thigh connected. And then relax the head. Right, so try and really ground the left foot, spread the toes, and then feel your left glute muscles. Right, so the really strong muscles. And then the right leg just lengthening. And then lifting any degree. Good, stay with the breath. Alright, then from here, let's just walk the hands forward slightly so you can lift the chest. And see if you can create a really long line from the right leg all the way through the spine. Nice, feel the core. Let's take a breath. Alright, cool. Walk the hands back in. Relax the neck, fold. Inhale, stretch the right leg once more. And as you exhale, right foot back down next to your left foot and fold. inhale to a flat back. And as you exhale, fold. All right, and then bend the knees. All right, ground the hands, maybe on the fingertips. Shift the weight into the right foot, and then nice and slowly lift your left leg back and up. All right, so again, keep a bend in the right knee. All right, belly and thigh connected, head relaxed. All right, go nice, and then toes spread on the right foot, even on the left foot. All right, cool, and then see if you can use both of your glutes here. All right, so the right glute nice and strong, obviously. And then the left glute, right, as you just lift your leg kind of from the glute, if that makes sense. All right, take a breath. All right, let's walk the hands forward. All right, lengthen the spine, and then just feel a really long line. All right, out the ball of the left foot, forward through the crown of the head. Let's take a breath. All right, then walk the hands back in. All right, relax the neck. Take one more inhale, stretch the left leg. And as you exhale, left foot next to the right foot, and fold. All right, inhale to a flat back. And as you exhale, fold. Okay, let's give the legs a little breather. So let's bend the knees and then come down into a toe stand. And so bend the knees, lift the heels, and then just squat down on your tiptoes. Alright, so hands can stay on the floor, or if you want, you can bring the hands to prayer here. Alright, so try and kind of move the knees forward and down. Right, so you can lean back, shoulders right over the hips. Okay, keep the ankles kind of moving towards each other. Alright, cool. And just giving the feet a little break, giving the knees a little break. Let's take one breath. Alright, then as you inhale, let's reach the arms out and up. Really stretch up. And as you exhale, hands through prayer, hands to the floor. And let's lift the hips and fold. Alright, inhale to a flat back. And as you exhale, let's step back to down dog. Alright, and let's put the knees down to the floor. And let's come into tabletop position. Alright, cool. So in tabletop, we'll do a couple rounds of cat-cow. So inhale, arch the back. Alright, look forward slightly. And as you exhale, round the back. Get a nice stretch on the back. And inhale, drop the belly, arch the back, pull the chest forward. And as you exhale, round the back. Alright, cool. And then inhale, let's come to a neutral spine. Okay, cool. So from here, let's tuck the toes. Now let's come up into box plank. So we'll just lift the knees a couple inches from the floor. Alright, so anywhere from like 1 to 4 inches from the floor. Alright, cool. And I want you to do that, right? Feel the quads and then feel the core a little bit more. Alright, so really squeeze the belly in. Keep breathing. Alright, and then we'll do kind of like a cool movement here. So we'll spin the right heel flat to the floor. Take the right hand to your right hip. And then straighten your left leg on the floor out so it's on the side of your foot like this. Alright, cool. Now really ground the right foot into the floor. Alright, so feel the right glute, feel the right quad. And then really press the floor away with your left arm. And if you want to, inhale, lift your left leg up. And then as you exhale, left foot back down, right hand down. Alright, back to box plank. On the toes, hover the knees. And then let's spin the left heel flat, left hand to the left hip. And then straighten the right leg out. Alright, baby toe side on the floor. Alright, cool. Now feel the floor, right? Left foot really grounding, left leg strong. And then right arm pushing the floor away. And then if you want to, inhale, lift your right leg up. And as you exhale, right foot down, left hand down, back to box plank. Okay, one more time each side. So let's spin the right foot flat, right hand to the hip, extend your left leg. All right, cool. Now this time, if you want to, just keep your left leg lifted. If you want, reach the right arm up. All right, but focus on what's grounding. All right, so right leg nice and strong, left arm nice and strong. All right, do what you can. Let's take a nice deep breath in. And then as you exhale, right hand back down, back to box plank. And then last side, left heel down, left hand to the hip, right leg extends out. There you go, nice. All right, ground yourself, stay with your breath if you want. Right leg up. If you want, left arm up. There you go, nice job. All right, enjoy the challenge. Let's take one more breath. All right, left hand down, back to box plank, and then knees down, hips back, child's pose. Whew, nice warm up today. Okay, let's take a few breaths here. That's if you want to loosen up the wrists, just kind of squeeze the hand to a fist, do some circles. If you want to give the shoulders a break, right, just reach the arms back, let the shoulders just drape down towards the floor. Let's take 2 more deep breaths. Just feeling how the heart rate is. All right, great. And then when you're ready, let's come up to down dog. All right, cool. Now in down dog, let's take 3 deep breaths. And good. And just notice how the breath changes throughout class. So we're just really deliberately stimulating different parts of the body, increasing blood flow, and the breath will naturally open up to that, right, in response. Just take one more breath. All right, good. Then your next breath in, right, lift the hips. And as you exhale, bend the knees and walk or step up to your hands. And inhale, come to a flat back. And as you exhale, fold. Okay, so let's take the feet apart about hips distance, put a nice bend in the knees. And then let's hook the big toes with the peace sign fingers. Now to get a nice grip. And then as you inhale, lengthen the spine. And as you exhale, fold. Alright, cool. So soften the neck. Alright, and keep the knees as bent as you need to. Right? Don't stress out the lower back. Don't stress out the hamstrings. And as you pull yourself into the fold, see if you can have the elbows that kind of bowing outward. And as you use your biceps, right, raise the shoulders up towards the hips so the neck lengthens, the head dangles. Let's take 2 deep full breaths. Alright, nice. And next inhale, go ahead and lengthen the spine. And then release the grip. All right, good. And with the knees bent, let's lift the toes. Slide the hands right underneath your feet. All right, cool. And if this doesn't work for you, then you can just hold on to your toes again for this one. All right, cool. But palms and the soles of the feet connected, toes right on the wrist crease. All right, then with the knees bent, inhale, lengthen the spine. And as you exhale, gently pull yourself into the fold. Good. Relax the neck. All right, good. And then, if it feels good, you can just ground through the feet and lift up the hips. If it feels good, you can pull the shoulders up towards the hips, just creating space in the wrists. Soften the face. deep breath. Alright, great. And then from here, carefully release the hands, bend the knees a little bit. Good, palms on the floor. Alright, good. And from here, let's turn the toes out. And let's lower the hips, and we'll come down into a low squat. Alright, cool. So feel free to move around into it. Alright, if any movements feel nice for you. If it's tough for you to keep the heels on the floor, then just roll up a blanket if you have one and place it under your heels. If you want to, the arms can just reach forward. You can round the back. If you feel like it, you can take the hands to prayer and then really work on lengthening the spine. Alright, so try and ground the feet. Alright, so weight, in the base of your big toe, also in the heel. And then pressing the feet down. See if you can feel that. Open the knees up. And then the arms being inside the knees. See if that can mostly help you just lengthen the spine. So lift the chest. Relax the shoulders. Alright, then let's take 2 deep breaths. Let's see if you can just focus on the ends of the spine, reaching away from each other. Tailbone and the crown. Alright, one more breath. Alright, then with next inhale, reach the arms up. Arms in line with the spine. And as you exhale, hands down to the floor. Lift the hips, toes in, forward fold. Alright, go ahead and bend one knee, straighten the other. Get some movement in the hips. Deep breath. Alright, great. And then from here, the feet still about hips distance or a little bit wider. Now let's put a nice bend in the knees. That's a nice bend in the knees, hands planted on the floor. And let's take the right shoulder to the inside of the right knee. Inside of the right knee. And then reach the right arm through the legs. And then take the hands to the lower back. And then take the left arm all the way up and over if you want to. And then try and clasp hands. There you go, nice. So nice clasp here. And then just start to straighten the left knee as best you can. Good. Let the left shoulder open up. Let the head relax. There you go, nice. A nice binding forward fold. Alright, take a nice deep breath. Right, relax the right shoulder. Relax the neck. Alright, great. Then nice and easily bend the left knee. Alright, come all the way back down and release the grip. Alright, cool. And now with the knees bent, let's take the left shoulder right inside the left knee. Reach the left hand between the legs, up to the lower back, and then right hand all the way up and over. Clasp hands. Alright, guys, get a nice grip there. And then nice and easily, just straighten the right knee. Alright, nice. So just as best you can. Alright, keep the weight even in your feet. And then as you lift the right hip up, alright, just let the right shoulder kind of fall away. Good, deep breath. Alright, then rebend the right knee. Alright, look down. Alright, release the hands down to the floor. Alright, and let's lift the hips, heel toe the feet together. Good, inhale to a flat back. And as you exhale, fold. Good. Inhale, lead with the arms, come all the way up to standing. Alright, reach up. And as you exhale, hands to prayer. And release the hands down. Alright. So from here, let's take the hands to the hips. And then shift the weight into the left foot. And as you inhale, lift up the right knee. Very cool. So just a couple of breaths here. To try and really ground down through the left leg. Stand up a little bit taller. And see if you can lift up the right knee from your core. Lean forward just slightly. Good. Inhale. And as you exhale, open the knee like a gate. And then let's come into tree pose. Alright, so right foot, upper inner thigh, or on the calf muscle, or on the ankle, toes on the floor. Alright, so wherever your foot is, see if you can have your left leg press back into your foot. Alright, so there's like a really strong connection there. There you go, nice. Then relax the shoulders, maybe hands to prayer. Alright, and then just see if you can focus on one point. And then as you breathe, notice all the movement in your body. Notice it's not stiff. There's all kinds of movements happening all the time to try and keep us balanced. Good, 2 breaths. And the less rigid you are, the easier it is to keep balance. Alright, then as you inhale, take the arms all the way up. And as you exhale, hands to prayer, hands to the hips. Alright, inhale, take the right knee forward, lift the knee. And as you exhale, straighten your leg. Okay, cool. So just a couple breaths here. All right, try and keep the right leg extended, foot flexed. Lift the leg. Don't lean back, but try and lean forward so you're really using your core. Inhale, arms up. And then as you exhale, good. Bend the knee, hands to prayer, and then step the foot down, and then shake it out. There you go. Nice job. Right, and then hands to the hips. All right, regroup. Next side. So shift the weight into the right foot. And then as you inhale, lift up the left knee. All right, cool. So to see how this side feels, right, completely starting over. And so ground the right leg. Stand up a little taller. And then as you lift the left knee up, right, do it from the core. Alright, then take a nice big breath in. And as you exhale, open the knee like a gate. And let's place the foot somewhere inside the right leg for tree pose. That's anywhere except for the knee. Alright, cool. Hands to prayer. Alright, nice. Now both feet are really connecting to something, right? So right foot to the floor. And then left foot connecting to the inside of the right leg. All right, go nice out of the waist, lifting up. All right, great. And then again, all right, try and be really soft with it. See if you can even go, with all the little micro movements. Maybe feeling like a little sway. I mean, just like a tree sways almost all the time. All right, 2 breaths. All right, great. Then with your next inhale, let's take the arms all the way up. Nice big breath in. And as you exhale, hands to prayer, hands to the hips. All right, left knee forward. All right, inhale, lift the knee as best you can. And then exhale, straighten the leg as best you can. There you go, nice job. Okay, try and do this. That's a really strong pose. Do it with as little tension as you can. Right, so no tension in the shoulders, no tension in the jaw. Just the strength in your core. That left hip flexor. Inhale, arms up. And as you exhale, hands to prayer, bend the knee, and then set the foot down. All right, shake it out one last time. Shake, bounce, wiggle. Actually, this is something that's really good to do, a lot. Does that just get loose? Kind of shake out whatever tension's in there. Okay, let's come to mountain pose. And then as you inhale, let's reach the arms up. Nice big breath in. And as you exhale, hands through prayer. Down to the floor, fold. And inhale to a flat back. And as you exhale, let's step the right leg to the back of the mat into a runner's lunge. All right, and we'll set the right knee to the floor. And let's come up into low lunge. That's a hands onto your left thigh. Cool, and then breathe in and see if you that can just start by connecting your feet to the floor. That's both feet pressing down, right thigh kind of spinning inward, and the chest lifting. All right, great. If you want to, we'll take the arms up. And if you want, you can interlace the fingers, release the index fingers, steeple mudra. All right, good, nice. And then maybe finding a little bit of a back bend here. To keep the chest lifting, keep the shoulders down. Then maybe you can just sense a really long line from the right toes all the way up through the fingertips. All right, let's take 2 deep breaths. There you go, nice. One more nice big breath in. And as you exhale, hands through prayer, hands down to the floor. And let's pull back into half splits. All right, so straighten the left knee, pull the left hip back. And then maybe slide the left heel forward. And then with the left knee bent a little bit, see if you can walk the hands forward. Just lengthen your torso over your left leg. Take a nice big breath in, lengthen the spine. And then as you exhale, if it feels good, you can round the back. And then maybe also just pull the left hip back further, straightening the knee to whatever degree feels like a good stretch. Right, so again, don't strain anything. 3 deep breaths. Really trying to respect that the body changes slowly. The body doesn't do well with like really dramatic, quick change. So just breathing and feeling. Right, 1 more breath. All right, cool. And then let's rebend the left knee, plant the left foot. Now let's take the left hand to the inside of your left foot. Maybe heel toe left foot out to the side a little bit more. All right, cool. And then with the hands planted on the floor, let's just sway the hips from side to side. So we're going down to lizard lunge, but just first, right, staying up high on the hands, and then just kind of rocking the hips, just kind of preparing the body. And then if you want to, you can go ahead and lower down. So elbows, forearms all the way to the floor or on blocks. Feel free to slide the right leg back further. And if it feels good, then continue to rock. Now let's take 2 breaths here. Okay, great. Now for this next one, you have the option to stay on your forearms, or you can come back up onto your hands. And let's roll onto the pinky toe side of the left foot, so the sole opens up. And I'll lean onto the right forearm or hand. Take the left hand to your left hip. All right, cool. And then push the floor away with your right arm, so you're really lifting the chest. And let the hips sink down. Let the left knee and left shoulder kind of roll away from each other. As if they're 2 ends of a book and the book is just opening. Alright, let's take 2 deep breaths. And really try and soften into it. Alright, great, then nice and easily. I'll bring the left hand back down and then replant the left foot. All right, good. And up on the hands. Let's take the left foot back inside of the hands. Let's pull back just one more time into a half split, just to release the left knee. And then rebend the left knee. All right, plant the foot, tuck the right toes, lift the right knee, and then let's step back to down dog and take the left leg up into the air. All right, nice. So they're really evenly grounding both hands, and then let's bend the left knee, and then open and stack the hips. All right, 2 breaths here. At any spot that feels nice, relax the neck. All right, great. Then as you inhale, square the hips, straighten your left leg. And as you exhale, left foot back down to down dog. And inhale, come forward to plank pose. Nice big breath. And as you exhale, all the way down to your belly. And inhale, lift up to a cobra. Nice big breath. And as you exhale, lower down. And let's press back through child's pose. And then when you're ready, up to down dog. All right, great. 3 deep breaths, right, in child's pose or down dog, whatever feels best for you. All right, so just kind of checking back in, right, noticing the heartbeat, noticing the overall sense of the body. All right, 1 more breath. All right, the next inhale, lift the hips. And as you exhale, bend the knees and walker step up to the hands. Inhale to a flat back. Right, stretch the spine. And as you exhale, let's step the left foot back to runner's lunge. So a nice big step. And then set the left knee down to the floor. And let's come up into low lunge. So if you want to, hands right on the right thigh first. Right, ground the feet. All right, cool. And as you ground the feet, see if you can kind of like pull the legs together. So feeling the inner thighs, feeling the glutes in the core, and then the chest lifting. And already there's a little bit of a back bend here. Right, just make sure the lower back is supported. And then if you want to, reach the arms up. And if you want, interlace the fingers, but then walk them over 1 time. And then release the index finger. All right, great. Then if the hands are laced, just gently pull the hands apart so the upper back muscles get strengthened, and then the heart starts to open. All right, great. And then just a really even back bend. See if you can feel the beauty inside of the pose. Let's take 2 deep, full breaths. Good. 1 more deep breath in. And as you exhale, hands through prayer, down to the floor. And let's pull the hips back, come into half splits. All right, cool. And then go ahead and situate the right leg any way that feels nice. At first, try and bend the right knee, flex the right foot, and then just lengthen forward over the right leg. And take an inhale. Get some more length. And then as you exhale, go ahead and fold if it feels good. And then feel free to straighten the right knee to any degree. Soften the shoulders, soften the neck. And go good, staying very alert and trying to keep a sense of being relaxed too. So that's kind of what presence is, being alert and relaxed. Good, deep breath. All right, great. And then when you're ready, just rebend the right knee, plant the right foot, And then we'll take the right hand to the inside of the right foot. Maybe scoot the right foot out to the side a little bit more. All right, cool. And then palms planted on the floor. Right, keep the arms kind of strong. And then let's just rock the hips from side to side. There you go, nice. And then just, kind of feel the body opening up here. So rocking to whatever degree feels nice. You can let the upper body move as much as you want to. Deep breaths. All right, great. And then if you feel like it, go ahead and lower down. And maybe all the way to the floor. Always feel free to slide your left leg back a little bit further. And if you want to keep rocking, keep rocking. Take a couple breaths here. Great. And then again here, so either staying on your forearms or coming back up onto your hands. Let's roll onto the outer edge of the right foot. Lean onto the left arm. Take the right hand to the right hip. Great. And then push the floor away with your left arm. Right, so really try and lift the chest. Roll the right shoulder back as the right knee just opens towards the floor. Nice. And see if you can let the hips feel kind of heavy. So the hips are really relaxed. Gravity's opening up the body. Now let's take 2 deep full breaths. Good. Last breath. Alright, then nice and easily take the right hand back down to the floor. Alright, come onto both hands. Right foot back into the middle of the hands. And then one breath, just straighten the right knee, half split. Alright, and then rebend the knee, plant the foot, tuck the left toes, lift the left knee, and let's step back to down dog. Right leg up in the air. Alright, so maybe shake it out. Then ground both the palms. Bend the right knee and open and stack the hips. Alright, 2 breaths here. Alright, protect the lower back. Alright, then as you inhale, square the hips, straighten the right leg. And as you exhale, right foot back down to down dog. And inhale, let's come forward to plank pose. Exhale, lower all the way down to your belly. Strong core, softly coming down. And inhale, lift up to cobra. And as you exhale, lower down. Bend both the knees. Let's bring the heels towards the butt. And then reach back with the hands. And grab for the outsides of the ankles. Because if that doesn't work for you, you can always just reach for your ankles. Alright, so ground the pelvis. Breathe deep. And then just really slowly come up. Alright, so start with the upper body maybe. Roll the shoulders back. Start to lift the chest. And then if it feels good, you can start to kick back with your feet. Maybe the heels lift up towards the ceiling. There you go, nice. And the breath is still making its way through the body in that nice rhythm. Alright, let's take 3 breaths. So just feel the effect that this pose has on the body. Really opening the chest. And sensing a lot of opening in the front side of the heart. One more breath. Alright, then carefully release. And let's take the hands back to cobra. Rest the legs to the floor. And let's inhale, come up into one more cobra. And as you exhale, lower all the way down. And let's press back into child's pose. Right, nice and gently, let the back release. All right, deep breaths here. Deep breaths into the lower belly, creating space in the lower back. Great, and then if they're not already, see if you can bring the knees together. And it'll stay in child's pose with the knees together. Okay, so a few breaths. And then just feel how it changes, the feeling in your body. So maybe the hips feel different. Maybe the lower back feels different. Breathe into it. All right, one more breath. All right, now let's come all the way up, right, sitting on the heels. And let's sit to the right side of the heels, and then bring the left leg up and over, and we'll come into a seated spinal twist. All right, cool. So lift the hips. Just make sure the hips can be, they're both flat on the floor, or both of the sitting bones. If it doesn't feel good on your right knee, then just go ahead and straighten your leg out like this. All right, cool. So left hand behind. Inhale, take the right arm up. Good. Lift the chest. And as you exhale, wrap the arm around the knee. And then pull yourself into the twist. All right, nice job. So stay here for a few breaths. Let's see if you can relax the shoulders. See if you can feel both of the sitting bones getting heavy into the floor, especially the left sitting bone. And see if you can really effortlessly lengthen up through the crown of the head. And then let's take 3 deep full breaths. Good, really fill up on the inhale. And see if you can go to the very, very depth of the exhale. Really take your time to get there. Alright, nice job. And then nice and easily look forward. And then release. Take the arms over to the right side. A little counter twist. And then back to the center. And let's switch the legs around. Cool, and then just adjust the hips. Right hand behind. And inhale, left arm up. Right, stretch up like a mermaid, I feel like, for some reason. And as you exhale, take the arm around the right knee and pull yourself into the twist. Great, and then just judge, if it feels a little bit better to back off a little bit. If that helps you to lengthen the spine, then great. Shoulders relaxed, a little drop of the chin, and possibly eyes closed. Great, and then see if you can feel the heart beating. And see if you can just really get internal in the body. Like get really close to the breath. Let's take 3 deep breaths. And make the transition point between the breath as smooth and gentle as you can. Alright, then nice and easily look forward and then release. Hands over to the left side, a little counter twist. And then back to the center. Now let's straighten out both legs. All right, shake them out. All right, pat the knees to the floor, roll the thighs in and out, whatever feels nice. All right, and let's do a seated forward fold. All right, cool. So legs extended. I try and bend the knees a little bit and then flex the toes up so you're sitting nice and tall. And then as you inhale, just lift the chest. And as you exhale, walk the hands forward. And I'll come into the fold. So just like in the standing forward folds, right, if you can, try and connect your belly and your chest. Right? So maybe that means bending your knees a little bit more. Cool. And then take hold of your feet from the outside. And then just kind of pull back with the feet. Pull the shoulders back, and then inhale, lift the heart forward. And then as you exhale, see if you can press the chest into the thighs, and then bring the face down to the space between the shins. All right, nice and deep breaths. All right, then if it feels like you want to, you can just kind of walk the hips back. But again, don't force it. Just this position is really powerful for the nervous system. And then we just relax the face, relax the neck. Now let's take 3 deep, full breaths. If you can, extend the exhale for a little bit longer duration. And then again, get to the very depth of the exhale. And a seamless transition between the breath. Okay, nice job. Carefully release. And then let's inhale, walk the hands back in, round the back up. Right, and then from here, let's roll all the way onto our backs. Okay, and let's just have like a brief Shavasana. So just lying on your back, just take a moment, let the body just chill out. Alright, great. And let's step the feet in. And we'll do one bridge lift. So feet about hips distance, toes pointing straight ahead, arms alongside the body. And then as you inhale, lift the hips, right, ground the feet. Alright, then once the hips are lifted, see if you can walk the shoulder blades under the back. Right, palms turn up. You can lace the hands under your back if you feel like it, or you can grip the outside edges of your yoga mat. Alright, great. And then press the feet into the floor, press the arms and shoulders into the floor. Feel really nice opening on the whole front side of the body, from the knees all the way up to the collarbones. Alright, 2 deep breaths. Alright, relax the face, relax the neck. Alright, great. And then carefully release the grip. Take the arms overhead. Take a nice big breath in. Come onto your tippy toes. And as you exhale, round the back down nice and slow. Give a nice massage to each part of the back on the way down. Alright. And let's bring the knees in. And let's open up into happy baby. Like also grab the outside edges of the feet, right, feet wide, knees wide, and then use your arm strength, right, to pull your knees towards the floor. Try and keep the sacrum flat on the floor, shoulder blades flat. Now let's take a couple deep breaths, breathing straight down into the hips. And then as you exhale, just sense your connection with the floor. See if you can relax into the earth. Alright, nice job. Let's bring the legs together. Alright, squeeze the knees in. And then spread the arms out like a T. Let's let the legs drop over to the right side. We'll do a supine twist. Alright, let the head turn wherever feels nice. Relax the arms and the shoulders. 2 deep breaths. Alright, great. Then nice and easily, we'll take the legs through center and then over to the left side. Alright, cool. And just let the body relax. Let's take 2 deep breaths. Good. Paying attention to the heartbeat, paying attention to the breath. And then really feel what it feels like for your body to let go, to relax. Alright, nice and easily, let's come back to the center. One last time, squeeze the knees in. Let's bring the forehead to the knees. Squeeze into a tight little ball. Squeeze the core, face, hands, feet. Take a nice inhale. And as you exhale, relax. Alright, spread out arms and legs. Come to a nice position on your back where you can just totally let go of all effort. And then after you kind of find a nice place, let's take a nice deep breath in. And then open the mouth and just let everything go. Alright, we'll just take a few minutes and do absolutely nothing. The only thing to do actually, just pay attention to your body. Just give your body complete, undivided attention. Okay, nice and easily. Start to wake up the body by just deepening the breath. And then open and close the jaw. Wiggle the fingers, wiggle the toes. Wrists, ankles, elbows. Turning the head from side to side. Roll the thighs in and out. And then if you want to, take the arms overhead. Stretch the arms and legs away from each other. Get nice and long. Take a nice breath. And then relax. And then bring the feet in. And bring the knees in. And to roll over to the right side. And resting the head on the right arm like a pillow. And take a moment here, soften the body. Just notice how everything feels. And then when you're ready, let's come all the way up to a comfortable seated position. And for a moment, right, notice the body, right, relax into the body. Because all throughout practice, they're practicing the skill, of relaxing to some degree into whatever position we're in. Don't underestimate that skill. It's something that we can really, really benefit from in the whole world if we can bring the practice of relaxing into whatever situation we find ourselves in. And then one more inhale, let's take the arms up. And as you exhale, take the hands to prayer. Softly bow the head forward. And please take a moment, thank yourself for your practice. Thank yourself for your time, energy, and attention. Take a moment, thank this breath, thank this body. And I thank each of you too very, very much. Hope you have a great rest of your day and a great rest of your weekend. Namaste.